What's going on, everybody? Good morning. We have made it to the end of the week yet again. We are here on Friday, and on Friday, we do Pass Rush Friday. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not going to be a very long video, not just because the Seahawks didn't get a lot of pressure against the Rams on Sunday. I think we all understand that there wasn't exactly a metric ton of pressure on Stafford, but a lot of the pressure came from one guy. And shout out to that one guy. We'll get to him in a little bit here, but good thing for him. Good thing we had him. And I'll also say this. I've been doing this series for a little while now. I've been doing this for a couple of years. Maybe, did I start in 2020, 2021, something like that? And when the Seahawks have had games where they don't get pressure, it's like one pressure or two pressures or something really, really sad. It's nice to know that this team can get a bad pressure game, and it's not that bad, at least. All right, guys, let's take a minute so I can tell you guys about Sleeper. I'll tell you a little secret as well. It's more than just a platform for fantasy leagues. This year, millions of users have enjoyed playing fantasy sports on Sleeper, but there's so much more to it. You have live stats, real-time updates of all stats. You have a news feed with lightning-fast updates on players and teams, and a real-time chat where you can engage with other users about plays, performances, games, all kinds of stuff during the sports season. So download Sleeper, experience it for yourself, and don't forget to use my promo code SBN to get up to a $100 match on your first deposit, and pair that with their new promo that will give you a free $20 entry, no deposit needed. So you can use both of those promos. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states and going. So check out Sleeper today and use those promos. All right. So it wasn't very good, but it could have been a lot worse. And we'll start with Leonard Williams. He had one pressure, the only pressure from the whole defensive line this week. Big Cat not having as good a year as he had last year, but still effective, still doing his thing, still no issues here. Byron Murphy having a very weird season. There are some weeks where he just goes off and looks like the next coming of Aaron Donald, and then you got plenty of weeks where he doesn't really make much of an impact as a pass rusher. I think a big problem is that he's still playing some of his snaps as a nose tackle, so the sooner we can get that guy rushing the passer as much as possible in a 3-tech type role, the better. We will all be better for it if Byron Murphy can be allowed to just unleash the beast. And of course, Jaron Reed was out. By the way, I removed Jonathan Hankins from this list because he's out for the year and he's not going to play. And I'll put Brandon Peely or I'm sorry, what's the J.R. Singleton or Quentin Bohanna, those guys. I'll put them here if they ever get a pressure, but it's very unlikely. Nothing from the inside linebackers. Pretty normal stuff there. The Seahawks did do more blitzing than I expected in this game, but they didn't do an excessive amount. I didn't see a lot of blitzing from the inside linebackers in general. It's not the kind of game where I think you want to be doing that a lot, so makes sense. And then we get to where pretty much all the action was, the edge rushers. And Nwosu, for the first time since week 3, got shut out, no pressures. Boye Mafe had one. Derek Hall had one. And I know it's just one, but in recent times, the pressures have been a little hard to come by for these two guys. So good to see them get back in the, at least with a little bit of consistency, because they did do some stuff the previous week. But, yeah, there's one guy to really sing the praises of this week, DeMarcus Lawrence. 5 pressures, and he's already met my projection for the year pretty easily. I knew that we were getting a great run defender with DeMarcus Lawrence, and I knew I was going to like him. I knew he was going to be really valuable, but him getting his juice back as a pass rusher, maybe as much as he ever has in his career, has been a remarkable, remarkable plot twist. And he's a big part of the reason why this team has one of the best pass rushes in the league. It's been great. It's been amazing. Like, look at the tear he's on the last 5 games he's played in. This is like TJ Watt, Myles Garrett level stuff practically. And I thought that he was going to be an okay pass rusher. He's going to be a great pass rusher this year when all is said and done. He's going to be very special. And it's great, man. It's great. I love it. Love having him around. And he's going to push up probably close to 40 pressures on the season. Nothing from the corners, nothing from the safeties, so that's 8. And again, like in previous years, this Seahawks team, when they have a bad game rushing the passer, it's like 1 or 2 pressures. I think we've had a game where we had 0 pressures once. I don't remember which one, but it's so nice to know that even when this team is bad, it's at least a crooked number. It's 5, it's 7, it's 8. That feels like the floor for this team in terms of getting pressure on the opposing quarterback. Hopefully it is at least. And given where we've been very recently, that's a tremendous development. Like, even after a not-so-great game, this team is well on pace to have 200-plus pressures on the season. They're averaging over 12 a game right now. And, again, you're not seeing the big lulls. There are bad games, like 5 against Tampa Bay. That was very disappointing. But contextually, you look at it and you're like, okay, we had no D-Law, we had no Derek Hall. We were down to 2 edge rushers in that game. It kind of makes sense why something like that could happen. And 2 of these games where we had the 7 pressures, we won in blowout fashion. So it's not like the pressures were, the lack of pressure was a problem. And this most recent week, the defense was amazing. They didn't get a ton of pressure, but it didn't stop them from being great. So, hey, even when they're not so great, it really hasn't been that big of a problem. So it's an exciting defense. It's an exciting pass rush. I don't know if we're going to have the most pressures of any team in the league when this season's over, according to PFR, but we're going to be at least very close. When I did a count a couple weeks ago, we were first. So I don't think things have changed too radically. All right, so that's really about it. Again, there's really only one guy to go over the top celebrating this week, but he met the goal, man. He met the goal, and he's probably going to come close to doubling it. And overall, we are getting what we wanted, what we needed, what we hoped for the most part. Like, Jaron Reed is lagging behind, but he's kind of become a glorified nose tackle, so whatever. And Mafe and Hall have lagged behind a little bit, but part of the reason why they're lagging behind is because Nwosu and Lawrence have been so much better than I thought they would be, so it's a trade-off, and it's been a worthwhile trade-off so far. All right, more videos coming soon. See you guys later. Go Hawks. Everyone have a good Friday, and, yeah, keep it up.